All right, it's been about a year and a half since I installed this door. Today, I actually want to give you a full review of the door. I'm going to take it off, open up the components, and kind of just look at it and see how it's held up over a year and a half and give you my honest review of this door. And then also, I want to give some suggestions to Run Chicken on how to make this better. A friend of mine bought a Run Chicken door off of my suggestion a few weeks ago, and he was actually kind of upset that it didn't come with a feature that really I think it should. Stick around, I'm gonna talk about that a little bit and see if we can get Run Chicken to actually make some improvements and some upgrades on this door. But let's take it apart and see what it looks like. Okay, that's really clean. Right, there's a little bit of dust. Really, everything is all encased. I've changed the batteries once before already. They say to do it about once every year, but I think I do a little bit more than that just because I don't. It's not worth a couple of batteries to have the chicken door left open at night. This is all still glued in really nicely. There's no signs of rust or anything. Here's the circuit board. It's all protected. No water's gotten in here. You can see it's all very dry. Very simple, elegant design. That's what I really like about the Run Chicken door. There's a lot of other doors out there, a lot of different designs. But this one I think is just the most simple. And the simpler it is, the less likely it is to break. So that's what I really like about it. One button, one sensor, um, well designed, high quality. This is good. Okay, let me put it back together. Now let's inspect this. Here's one thing I think they could work on. You can see how the gunk gets clogged up there, and the door doesn't close all the way down. That's from the chickens just kind of walking over. Okay, so now it can close all the way nice and tight. So yeah, Run Chicken door, do a little bit better here. Maybe pull that notch back just a bit more so it can close all the way more easily. The cheap knockoff ones you get on Amazon, I have one. It's really terrible. And the material's not as thick, not as sturdy. The quality of this material is just so much better. This is just really solid, thick metal. It's really well thought through design. But they do have one thing that I think that they should add into their doors that other doors do have. Let's go install it and we'll talk about that. When you install this door, you actually have to back the screws off about a quarter of a turn. This keeps the door from binding up. The surface that you're installing to may not be perfect. Like my Coop here has a wooden frame, and as that wood expands and swells and twists and turns, it can bind up the door. So backing it off just a little bit keeps the door from binding and running smooth. Otherwise, the door could end up binding and not opening or closing properly, or wearing down the batteries a little bit too soon. If it tries to close and the chicken's in the way, it'll go up, wait a few seconds, and then try and close again. If the chicken's still in the way, it'll just stop right there. Let me demonstrate. So then it just stops and it'll stay there until you come out and reset it. And that is the key oversight in this design. And this is what really bothered my friend is we should have a Wi-Fi enabled design so that if it fails to close all the way, we get a notification on our phone that says, hey, your door is still open. Go out there and close it. There's a chicken in the way or something's happened. With this, there's no way for me to know that this is left open. And I've had that happen one time. One of the Silkies, when she was still new to this coop, roosted here. It came in and closed on her, went up. She didn't move because she's real dumb. It closed again on her, and then it just stayed. And so she was kind of just stuck there. They should have a Wi-Fi. I know it'll be more expensive. It'll be a little bit more complicated, but I would pay another 50 or 100 bucks for a Wi-Fi enabled one. And I know Omelette makes one of those. So I would consider getting an Omelette one. If I redo my Coop, I already have this one. I'm happy with it. It's good enough for what I have. I have a security camera that watches the door, and I can check it if I need to. But if I were to build another Coop, I might try out the Omelette door because it has a Wi-Fi. I can't really recommend it to you because I haven't actually used it yet, but I'll leave a link to the Omelette door below. All right, after a year and a half, I'm super happy with it. It's been a great door, high quality. I've never really had a problem with it. It's always functioned as it's supposed to. So I would recommend it to you. If you use the affiliate link in the description below, you'll get 15% off, and then I get a little bit of a kickback as well, which helps me out. I'm not technically sponsored by them because they don't know who I am, but I found this link, and so it benefits you and me. If you use it, you can get this door for I think under $100. I wouldn't recommend the Bluetooth version. My friend bought it. He really wasn't very excited about it. He was thinking that it was Wi-Fi, and it wasn't Wi-Fi. It was Bluetooth, which was really disappointing. They need to come out with the Wi-Fi version of it. I think that if I make a new chicken coop, I might try an omelet door and just see how the Wi-Fi is. But I suggest you check it out. I'll leave a link in the description for the omelet door and the Wi-Fi enabled one. It seems pretty cool.